So yeah, folks, this is the Blowing Cave Mill, and definitely worth the stop. Nice little country store. There's a candy shop over there. This end here on the left is the original mill and been there forever. There's also, per the tour, you can take a tour for $10. Entrance to one of the caves is down there. Lots of Indian artifacts around there. So yeah, what's up YouTube? Blowing Cave Mill. Definitely worth the stop. This is definitely something you'll want to check out. Follow along in the video. Now I'm not going to show you everything. Can't show you everything. You need to come and take the tour, and you need to meet the man who gives the tour. So tune in and check this out. And if you get a chance and you're in the area out here in Tennessee, come by and check out this shop. Support this business. These are good people, and this is very interesting. So please check it out to the end of the video and just wait for it. It's pretty neat. It costs a lot of money to remodel. So this is the inside of the old general store, and this one's really cool. They did a lot of work restoring this one. Check out the ceiling there.
Oh, okay.
Look at that floor. It's pretty cool. I'll show you some of the other stuff too. Here's a Royal Crown Cola. The old bottles.
Just coming in from up there.
A couple hot girls. Got the old candy. Here's this old Coke machine with the bottle return. Awesome. Okay, I'm getting a little weird, but that's the sink in the bathroom. That looks original. It's a nice bathroom, don't get me wrong, but that's a cool sink. I think that's pretty old.
Isn't it amazing? Boss must all. You don't mind if we take pictures, do you?
Of course I don't. No, you go right ahead.
And this was all done up and built in 1785?
Yeah, the original tub mill's laying right over there. That's where the rock was stacked up over there. Started out as a tub mill, and then about 1820 they put the wheel on the side out there, and then 1880 it underwent its last renovation. That's when they installed the metal gears.
That's the rock still.
Wow.
No, those are on the
Uh-huh, it is.
70. This is the original. Crazy. Look at that. That was everything else was destroyed in the home. They had washers and dryers.
Oh, yes.
They had stove.
My wife always loved these stoves.
They got a stove for hot point. You know, they had washers and dryers.
Mm-hmm.
So what was this? You want to go ahead? Isn't it absolutely beautiful? I wanted to, I saw your hat and I wanted to.
Here. And so we just do the corn. I grind 40,300 pounds of corn every 8 days for Old Smokey Moonshine Distillery in Gatlinburg.
Oh, you grind the corn for
I
them.
do.
Okay, so for the Smoky Mountain Distillery,
Old Smokey Moonshine.
Old Smokey Moonshine, he grinds the
Comes in
corn.
that door right there. On the days this operates, I have sleeves that go over all of these, everything you see coming from the seed. You see the hole in the side right here where I pin it, hold it in place. Everything runs on this series of leather belts in these little handmade buckets. The corn goes up to the 4th floor right here. There's a big blower up there. It blows off any sticks or cobs or husks, anything that would be a contaminant to the corn. Once the corn is cleaned, it comes back down here. It spills into these hoppers, and that's where the corn is ground. Once it's ground, it goes back to the 3rd floor this time. There's a sifter up there, and it sifts it into flour, grits, cornmeal, and duck food. Once it's separated, it comes back downstairs for its last trip here. It's bagged and goes back out the door. Now, you see in Nashville out here, this road out here, this was a political place as well. Andy Jackson came through here in 1813. He needed some help. He was going to go down to New Orleans and pitch the British out once and for all. And he asked for 25 Mountain Board volunteers. Well, 138 showed up. And the good thing about it is everyone came back.
That's awesome.
Now, if you fast forward about 23 years, 2 farms over is to John Crockett Farm. His boy had gone down to Texas with Sam Houston. Those boys were picked to fight down there with the Mexican. Texas was trying to gain its independence from Mexico. And they asked for volunteers from here. 42 signed up. None of them came back. They were all killed at the Alamo.
Oh, the Alamo.
Fast forward again.
Wow.
About 23. Very little Civil War activity in this area. You may or may not be aware, but Tennessee is divided into 3 segments. You've got East Tennessee, Middle Tennessee, and West Tennessee. Very, very different. East Tennessee was the last state to leave the Union, first state to come back. East Tennessee never did leave. East Tennessee, there's an account where my great-great-grandfather said, by golly, we sworn allegiance to the United States of America. We're going to live up to it no matter what. And so there was very, very little Civil War activity, but General Longstreet had established the railroads in Knoxville. And General Grant sent General Sturgis, 1st Tennessee Cavalry, U.S., to disrupt the rail service down there. And Longstreet found out about it, and they clashed right here in the backyard. 285 guys were killed back here. That's why this yard's always been full of artifacts, whole lots of Indian artifacts, but then from that Civil War battle, they used this as a field hospital. That's why when you go up on the next floor, you'll see all the blood stains on the floor. Wow. And it's got quite a history to it when you dig into it. I decided to illuminate the building. This place doesn't need electricity. It runs just fine just on the water, especially with the coal oil lamps. But I decided if I was going to let folks come through, I'd better go ahead and electrify it. So I don't know if you've ever had the experience when you go to put an electricity into a building, it's hard enough to get it into a new building. Try getting it in a 250-year-old building. A lot of folks say the only reason I got it because Dwayne, he's the inspector. That's my brother-in-law.
Do what you gotta do.
Excuse me, sir, I have a question. You mentioned the Crockett family, is that like Dad?
Yeah, John's farm's over, about 2 farms over. He's got a boy, Davey. He's got several kids. Yeah, Davey's the one that was down in Texas.
Oh, okay, because I remember that on TV.
Yeah.
David Crockett?
Yeah.
DJ Crockett is from here, went down to the Alamo.
Yeah.
Wow, that is so
His
cool.
brother had the farm
He's the
next
one who
door.
wore the raccoon.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, now I don't know too much about that.
Well, I do sort of around some video. I
That
live
may
in
be a-
Texas.
That
so
may
yeah,
be
I
a
know
Walt
all-
Disney thing,
Yeah,
you
I
know.
know.
Said that was
Yeah.
from the TV.
Yes. No, it's a real thing.
Don't talk about the hat and
Yeah.
everything.
The handwriting.
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. They did it with the ink and the feather.
Yep.
And all the ledgers were in the wall.
All of these. Wow. Yeah, they're lined up.
That's the 1780s version, and the screw is made out of wood.
It doesn't look like wood.
Now the bells on the bottom are iron, of course.
They would put like a,
And I take those off, put them on these hooks right here,
Your dad was back home.
and then they've got pins on the bottom of them, goes in the stones. Then I screw this up like this right here, and that elevates the stones.
dip it in a material
Then I can pivot
that
them.
smells like tar.
and then
I think
I
it was
can
tar.
sharpen them.
They would
Oh,
dip
okay,
it
so
in
you lift
material
them
like
up
tar.
out of there. Okay.
Whether
The same thing that they do the railroad tires with?
yeah,
That's
yeah,
pretty
tar.
cool.
Same, yeah, that tar seeds.
And it smells.
And that's
Well,
going to be a cantilever barn
It is.
to avoid
They
taxes.
would take
So
a
that's
barn
pretty cool.
and make a house out of it. Farmhouse. Beautiful.
See his left foot, it's on a board. Let's remember that board. I'll come back to it in just a minute.
Okay.
Your heel's on, yeah. This big gray box right here is the sifter. And none of these gears have ever been changed. They operate so smooth.
Wow.
Never been changed.
No,
And made out of wood and
they are,
Wow.
but they run so smooth. And
what kind of wood, you know?
this is hard maple, I sure do, because I have to get my knife out and whittle out a new one every now and then when it breaks.
Hard maple.
Yeah.
I thought that was metal. When you come up to it, it looked like metal, doesn't it?
Zip over on this side for a
As long
second.
as you keep it oiled, honey, I mean, it will.
Now, I told you a while ago the Indian, it's just a typical mountain kitchen right there.
So this was your grandmother's.
Yes,
For
you'll probably
apples?
recognize some things there.
That apple peeler or potato
It
peeler?
is, those are apples, you got it right.
Waffles.
Yeah, you put your cabbage in there and see those three blades right
It
there?
cuts
It
it.
slices to something.
That's the original mandolin.
Still
Yeah.
on board the ship.
Right.
He had to wait a year. He went back to Scotland and he cut his steel up and fashioned it into where he cut it up.
Yeah, yeah.
So he soldered the pieces back.
He did. He put it back with lead solder. Somebody said that's poisonous. It's not no worse than what he was cooking.
Right.
Right.
So mine.
Yeah, all of them.
These are my little sharpening axes right here. I sharpen the stones with downstairs.
The majority of them are made out of wood.
Wow, that is amazing.
Was this for ice or to
But
pick
this
up
wood
logs?
is not that cheap stuff.
Ice?
This is like real hard.
Pick up anything, really.
Oh,
There.
that's the beginning of all this.
Tote carriers.
Yes, that's the beginning.
You could get it on there and the guy could get on each side and the logs and you could move your
Logs,
logs around.
okay.
Yeah.
Those hammers actually sharpen the stone.
Is this an old
Look at
door?
that one with the
That's a
low
planer.
level right there.
Yeah.
I grew up on a tobacco farm.
You know exactly what it is.
That's a
Mine
planer.
away from
No, you're good.
That's good.
That's what.
Yeah, we grew up on a tobacco farm, raising tobacco my whole
Old
life.
compass?
The knives, the tomahawks, hatchets, and their pottery right there. When an Indian died, they'd bust his pottery and bury it with him so he could take it with him into the next life. Not the necklaces. The girls said we needed some color.
Some splash of color.
Decor.
Were these all found on the property?
These are all from right here. Yeah. Out there where the mailbox is, you'll see a 6x6 laid on the ground. I went out there to stabilize that the other day, and I dug up these. They're just little beads.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
And they were found
Wow.
outside.
Yeah, they're part of a
Just the other
necklace.
day out there by the mailbox.
Yeah, not the Buckeyes.
Right.
So they carved these.
You're touching history.
That is so
Somebody's
cool.
necklace.
Wow.
I'm
It's
sure
right
it
out
meant
by the
something.
see, right by the mail. Oh, right out here
Probably
by the
the head of
mailbox.
God's necklace.
Yeah, right out there.
He would be
Almost
using
got to
them.
be a nuisance. We just kick them aside.
You're just so tired of seeing them.
I try to pick them up because some guys put his all into that, hasn't he? And
Yeah, that's what I said. They just made everything out of
Well, they had to.
they found on the earth.
Yeah.
You know.
And some of these, they call they're fluted. What that means is they cut a groove down each side of it like that. That way, when they shot whatever they was going to kill, the blood wouldn't clot, and then they'd bleed to death.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Now, I thought it was a rat's nest, but it was a packet of letters. Had a lady's ribbon tied around it.
Oh, neat.
I looked deeper and it had a wad of cash this big. It had gold coins. It had old coins. It had Confederate postage stamps. I'd never seen a Confederate postage stamp. Had 4 pictures this size called daguerreotypes. They're on glass. And whoever owned them had put a little gold leaf frame around them. Now Nashville's trying to get me to put them in the State Museum down there because they don't have personal items. They've got a lot of items. I've chosen so far just to leave them here so you guys can see them. And right here they are in this case.
That was found under the floorboard.
Yeah, under the floorboard.
You probably have more stuff than that, sir.
A lot of
Well,
cash.
the University of Tennessee,
And there's 4
they furnished me a
pictures.
probe. You can see where I've cut the floor
Yeah.
up in a place or two to see these and know. And we don't know the person's identity because that packet of letters had water damage and they're all stuck together. We're trying to get a name, because if we can get a name, then we may be able to find out who this fella is. This is he with his sword right there.
So if anybody knows that man. Okay. And that's his grandmother. And this was her machine.
Even where you're standing.
These are actually blood stains.
All the spots.
All the spots are
Let's
blood stains
squirt it out here.
from the Civil War, from when it
This
was.
is the hospital.
It became a field hospital for a little while, yeah.
So cool. Yeah, right here.
Yeah, no, I'm looking.
Could be blood stains, so yeah.
Demonstration alcohol, they turned me down. They said I've got 1 federal license, I couldn't have 2. I've got it under appeal because I think folks would,
Bathroom.
I think folks would enjoy seeing it made.
Absolutely.
And that's one of the stills. Well, hey, thanks for watching all the way to the end. Please give me a like and subscribe.